Morning, Matt, on the Osage River at St. Thomas. The river is closed to boat traffic because of the flood. It is July 6, 2024. And we're on our way down to Pikes Camp. The river's up a little bit. I'm not sure how much current I'm going to have. But we're soon going to find out. Get you turned around so you can see the river. Not sure how many miles I gotta go. I forgot. Really don't care. I'll get there when I get there. So, this is the beautiful Osage River. Got a boat coming up river. Should give us some nice wakes. He's crossing the river, so I guess I'll stay on this side of the river. Hopefully he don't slow down. Doesn't look like he's gonna. We should have a nice wake off of him. We can always hope. Wide as the river is, it might fizzle out before it gets to me. No, we're not going to get nothing. A little bit of fun. Well, we're doing a training day. Not going all out. Well, kind of are. Put some training in for the MR 340. That's a couple weeks away. Osage River is a nice training river. Today, I'm pretty sure I got like nothing for current, which is good. So it's all powered by me, holding a good average. Not sure how many miles this is. I never bothered check and I don't remember. It's been such a long time since I've been on this river and paddled this stretch. It's 8 to 12 miles, something like that, I believe. I don't know. I'll put it in the description later how far of a trip this was, how long of a trip this was. But yeah, it's just a nice, quiet day on the Osage River. You couldn't really want a better day. I did get my duck replaced from my Gasconade River incident. Got the radio replaced from that same incident. And I brought my other flag out of retirement. So we're all good and recovered from the incident on the Gasconade River. And here we are on the nice, quiet, beautiful Osage River. Alright, so here you're looking at Painted Rock Conservation Area. Just a bunch of trees. And down here a little bit, downriver, if I can find it. It's been a lot of years since I've been here. 2 or 3 at least. But down here, let's see if I can find it. But there's a path where you can go up to the nice little lake up there. Last time I was here, probably 2 or 3 years ago, maybe longer, there was a path from the river going up to it. That's a really steep hill to climb up, but it had a dirt path to go up. And then if the river's down at a normal level, you can camp riverside on the bank. It has a nice little spot. Not going to see that today because the water's too high. I don't believe there's a sign on top of the hill. If I can find that path, should be pretty close here. But anyway, if I can find that path, I'll walk up that path. And there's a sign up there, no camping, no fires, you know, that kind of thing. But you can camp down here on the river. Got a nice level gravel area. More suitable for hammock camping than tent camping because of the terrain and the rocks. I don't know if I can find that or not. We're not quite there yet. But this whole area is painted rock. You can see the path from the river, but you got to know where to look. And I shouldn't be too far from it. But it has been a number of years since I've been here. So GPS tells me I'm really close. But I don't see a path going up through the trees. And that's what I'm looking for. We just don't see it. And it might be grown over by now, I don't know. not sure how well that path gets used anymore, or if it ever does get used. Seems like maybe it might be right down here. Let's take a look. And I'm right on top of it. The GPS can be off a couple feet. Just depends on how accurate I was when I marked it. And on most of my waypoints, I was within 10-20 feet of the mark. So I'll recognize it, I think, when I see it. Seems like I remember that little creek right there. Kind of, this right down here kind of looks familiar for what I'm looking for. Got a lot of trees down from the recent flood a couple days ago. Why is it every time I want to kayak, it's right after the river's flooded? Kind of crazy, but it does make for quite the adventure. Yeah, I'm not seeing the path anymore. Or I don't think it's across the river from there, I don't think. Wait. Is that it? It turned around. Maybe I did see it. Or is it right there? It might be right down here about 600 feet. I think I was seeing things. I'll find it here in a minute. Well, maybe. Kind of looks like this could be it right here, because I know off the river it was level, or mostly level. This kind of looks like it made it right here. Gotta stay out a little bit from all the trees that are down. Well, there's a marker there. Some kind of marker. Just seeing a conservation sign through the trees. I think I might have just found it. You turn around and take a look at it. There it is. That's what I was talking about. We'll go up and take a look. I think. Depends if I can get out or not right here. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Get things situated around in the boat. I can get out. Carefully. Uh-oh, I can't get out right here. So, nice effort, but I can't get out right here. Not today. It's too deep of water right here. And with these trees right here in the way, yeah, we're not gonna do it. But anyway, there it is. Well, then I can still find it. And the GPS is right on the money. Of course, enough anyway. Alright, well, that was interesting, but water was just too deep to get out. So, well, too deep, and then the trees in the way, and couldn't beach properly. You know, all those adventurous things. Was if we had to get out. Oh, right here's a fire pit where somebody's been camping. We just went over it. Alright, let's see if we can jump out here and take a look up on top of the hill there. I can do this without falling down. Awful muddy right here, but it's worth a look-see. So, I'll go up on top, see see what's up there. So, let me just pull the kayak up here a little bit. Really soft, squishy mud. Ow! Alright. That should be fine there. Alright, so go up this trail right here. Entering a state conservation area. This is a sign I seen, I don't know, a quarter mile upriver. Well, not this sign, but a sign just like it. Look at the river. You got a brown looking house, cabin, whatever, right across the way there. I don't know if it shows up through the trees or not. That'd be a good landmark for you. And then this gravel trail right here. And we'll just walk up the trail. People up here. Kind of a steep hill. Beautiful place. There's your rules. Beautiful lake. And over here, facing the river, you got your fishing regulations right there. And it's a nice little area. Road coming in. And that's all there is here, as far as I know. I haven't really walked up the road very far ever. But there it is. All right. Well, if you're ever on the river and you went out and you want to take a picnic, you want to climb up this hill, good spot for a picnic. No open fires, but you know, still have a picnic here. So we'll walk back down to the kayak. Hopefully it's still there, didn't float away. There's the path going down. I guess if you slip and fall, for right now anyway, that log will stop you. Heck of a way to stop though. Oh good, my kayak's still there. It didn't float away. So there's the river. Like I said, this is a muddy mess right now because of the recent high water. I floated right over top of you could see where somebody had made a fire ring out of rock. Just right behind the kayak right there. It's not a bad place. I've been here when the river's been down, and it's kind of rocky, but you could camp here, right here on river's edge, without very much problem. Nice cliffs right here, coming into view just a second. I get turned that away. We got some rough water all of a sudden. That's kind of nice. Nice little bluff formation right there. I think anyway. I've always thought it was beautiful. We've had some motorboat excitement coming through, making some nice waves. That was fun. Didn't get it on video, but I'm sure there's going to be more. And they're just having a good day, a good time, good day on the river, just like I am. But they don't know they're creating more excitement for me, which I love. So anyway, we're still on our way down to Pikes Camp. If I'm right, we got about 4 miles to go yet, I think. I'm not sure. But I'll get there when I get there. Got 2 motorboats coming at me. Could be a fun time. Could be a real fun time. Oh boy. Oh well. Can't have fun all the time. What a boat. A little bit of wave over the bow. That's alright. I like that. That's pretty cool. Big waves are better, but you know, that works. So, here we have a sand dredge in the middle of the river on the Osage. The sand dredge has not moved in 3 years. I'm assuming they still use it, but I don't know. Last time I was here and went past it, it had small trees growing on the deck. So I don't know if it's used. There is a, I'm going to call it a satellite sand plant right downriver from it. So I don't know if it's used or not. I don't know if they're still dredging right there, but to my knowledge, it has not moved in 3 years. So I don't know what the story is with it. So we're gonna get an up close look at it. Well, not too close. It sure looks like it's sitting low in the water though. We'll figure that out when we get up closer to it. But this barge is like any barge in the Missouri. You don't get too close to it. It is anchored. It ain't going anywhere. Water is still rushing underneath it. You get too close and it will suck you under. And I'm here to tell you, there's nothing to see on the bottom side of that barge. It does have a lot of debris around the front of it, the upriver side of it, looks like. So, still has a tree growing on the deck, I believe. it is setting kind of cattywampus. Let me rephrase that. It does have a list to the right side. From my point of view right here, it's not looking very good. It looks like it. I have to get closer. I don't know. Well, maybe they are still using it. Been several years since I've been by here, but I guess that barge back there has always been back there. Looks like it's awful low in the water though. And this one cable holding it anchored ain't even holding it. I mean, there's grass growing inside of there. Well, that's the little chute thingy. So this red cable on this side, it should be nice and tight like that cable on the other side. So that's kind of weird. I gotta mark this location. It's one reason I wanted to do this river. Looking at the sand dredge. It seems like to me that it should set a little higher out of the water. I don't know. I mean, all their equipment is still there. Just on the pier that they're using it. Maybe it's just a storage unit, I guess, or something. I don't know. Let's look at it. The weeds and things growing up right there by the steps, by the ladder. This tree back here on this barge is getting bigger than last time I was there. Last time I was here, you could smell diesel fuel. This time I don't smell any diesel fuel. So anyway, see the satellite sand plant right down here. We'll get a closer look at it when I go by. I got no current, so I can't drift sideways and show you look at pictures of it. Get into his lake. Alright, so check in when I get closer to the sand plant down here. So here's the little sand plant. It really, if you can look past the trees, really doesn't look all that small, really. That dredge looks like it's not really being used. I don't know. Maybe it's all grown up like that because it's just not moving, but it is being used. And locals have told me they used to dredge this, and apparently they still do, because kind of weird. Apparently that dredge is still in use, or they wouldn't have that heavy equipment sitting on there. If they are all hooked up like that and all that, I wouldn't think they'd have all that. So it's a mystery to me. So, you know, kind of a mystery. But everybody needs a mystery in their life, though. I mean, they got some big piles of sand right there. I think this tugboat here, or towboat, pretty little neat thing. So small and compact. And that little thing right there maneuvers that big old barge. That's what you call crazy. But there you have it. Sand plant on the Osage River. Alright, so I found out some information. I love river people, they're so great. This boat that's behind me are locals. And they said that that dredge is still in use. They are still using it. They dredge gravel and sand out of the river. They do move it. Not very far, but they do move it up and down the river a little. So, and they just pretty much keep it just in this stretch, is what they were saying. They're locals to this area, so they would know. And so, yes, it is still in use. That would explain the growing sandbar on the bank, or the sand pile on the bank over there. So yes, that dredge is still in use. So that's interesting that they're letting the trees grow on it. That's all right though. Anyway, that's a nice little update. They are still using it, even though it doesn't look like it. So yeah. All right, we're back on the river. We're about 2 miles out from Pikes Camp. Which is the takeoff point. And it's not far after this bend in the river. So we got 12 miles in, 12.4 miles downriver. That local people on the boat right there said I was correct, and it's about 2 more miles. I was thinking it was around 12 miles, so it's apparently around 14 miles. It's a nice little float, paddle, because you're not floating today. I was sitting there a good 5-6 minutes talking to them on the boat, and neither one of us was moving. So this river has like no current today. And I do know once you get past that dredge that for some reason the current just in the river just drops off in this stretch. No matter what the level is, it seems like. 'Cause I floated it a couple different levels. And it's always just past that barge, that dredge, you got nothing. And I talked to some locals, I believe it was the last time I come down this stretch, and they're like, yeah, it used to not be that way, but once they started dredging, it killed the current downriver. The current does pick up, if I remember correctly, a little bit downriver. I have done that stretch once and had issues getting over the lock and dam. That was before my YouTube days. What it amounted to is the river level was up, so the lock and dam was basically a low head dam because the water level was so high. And I had thought about going over it when I left Pikes Camp. So I get down there by it and I pull off on River Right to take a look at it. And the river dropped about 3 feet coming over the dam. There's about a 3-foot drop. And I thought I could make that. I'm in a 10-foot kayak. I could make that easy. Then I got looking. I walked a little further down. Got a better look. Yep, sure enough, I was right. It was a 3-foot drop. And the hydraulics, the turning and backwash and whatever you want to call it on the downside of the dam was just very inviting. Yeah, come on in here, you'll never get out type invitation. So I portaged around it, and that was rough because I got around the dam, and then there on the lower side of the dam there's like an 8-inch thick wall, and it's probably up, I don't know. Anyway, I could walk across it. Well, 8 inches is kind of easy to walk across, that's fine. But I also had to get my 10-foot kayak across it. So the only choice I had was to drag my kayak on concrete to get it across there. And then line it or rope it down the end of the wall. Talking about abuse to a kayak. That day was it. But I did make it. So it is doable if the river level is right to portage around that. I don't know I'd ever recommend going over that dam. People have done it. Boats, jet skis, kayaks. I think every boat out there has done it. And a lot of those people don't have to ever worry about doing it again, because they didn't come out of it very well. That structure has claimed a whole lot of lives, and I actually have a couple of different videos on it. But it kind of is an impressive thing, but it is at the same time a very dangerous thing. And the local people that live along the river right there would love nothing more than for it to be torn down. But there's controversy with the conservation about how it will affect the marine life. So that's why it is still standing. But it's in such disrepair, nobody taking care of it. One of these days, it will fail. So they're just, a lot of people's opinion is the conservation is just putting off the inevitable. Because one day it's going to come down. It's well surpassed its service life. So anyway, enough about that. So we're going down the river. We're gonna get our takeout point. My shuttle vehicle should be there. And if not, I guess I'll just wait for him. Because if that lock and dam wouldn't be there, I would think, and I don't know because I haven't seen it because the dam's still there, but I would think there's a shelf right there, which is why the dam was built in the first place. But I would think once that dam fell down, and depending on how the concrete landed and washed out or whatever, you could probably kayak all the way down to the Missouri from Bagnell Dam. Would have to wait for the lock and dam to fall down and see what the conditions are at that time. If the water level was right, like on a day like today, I would say you could keep right on going right down to it, which I would like to do myself. But it all depends on what it would look like when the dam actually does collapse, fail, whatever you want to call it. So it could be a little fun spot, but it all depends on how that shelf has developed, deteriorated, washed out, whatever, and how the concrete washes out once that dam does fail. There's lots of factors to see if it's still going to be passable after the dam does fail and fall down. So I hope I'm around to see that day, because I would sure like to go over that and go all the way to Missouri one day on this river. Will it ever happen? Right now, no. Because that dam has to fail first. Then you're going to have to go upriver from Ariosa, see what it looks like. Because you got private property on both sides. And I actually avoided private property when I portage. But boy, it was something else to do, and very hard on my kayak going across that concrete. So landowners really don't want you cutting through their backyards. So once you get down there, there's no getting back upriver, because it is a ways of paddle. But anyway, once you find your line through there, if there actually ever is a line through there, then you could go put in at Bagnell Dam and camp and go all the way to the Missouri, on down to wherever. Take out down at the Missouri at Bagnell at Bonnet's Mill, which is just 2 miles up the Osage River from the Missouri. So anyway, I guess I rambled on enough about those thoughts. So let's just move on down the river. Alright, Pikes Camp. That's some couple guys, people, I don't know, couple, whoever, out here having fun on a jet ski. So back to Pikes Camp. A lot of trees down right here, but the access, the boat ramp is free and clear. Gonna be a little bit before my shuttle gets here, so I'm gonna position myself right over here in the shade. Wait for my shuttle to get here. And this will end our trip. I got 13.6 miles in.